What about a metal moustache that you can take off, and underneath it, it has all your vitamins that you then take to be as strong as Hulk Hogan?
I think he should have a boot on his spine so that like Brutus Beefcake can once again jump on his back. He can carry Brutai for a bit, but this time, he's protected from rain. He can just sort of climb into Hulk.
Oh, apparently he did that quite a lot in the 80s. If you want to know what we're talking about, you should have watched the first video. We're not going to tell you. No context. It's more fun that way. I'm Tom, that is Sam, and this is news. An NXT star is out of action until next year. We have a big name announced for WWE SmackDown tomorrow night. And which WWE Hall of Famer is a big fan of Luke Harper? Find out soon. We send our bestest to the Velveteen Dream, who we may not see for a little while now, Sam.
Yeah, he's apparently picked up an injury and he's going to be out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, David Meltzer from Wrestling Observer Radio said he's going to be out for a couple of months, which of course takes us into 2020. Also takes us past Survivor Series. I was really excited for a potential match between Velveteen Dream and Aleister Black.
We'll just have to have him and Hogan at the next Saudi show. It's fine.
That's it. A metal arm that puts people over.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sad. I think he's a big loss on NXT TV at the moment. I know it's quite a busy roster for NXT, but he was always a feature part of it.
He was always a standout whenever he would appear. It's one of my big concerns about NXT is it's starting to have just a lot going on with a lot of people, too many people.
Quite busy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite busy, and it's starting to, you got to really manage that carefully. But Velveteen Dream was able to cut through all that because he was such a strong character. So he's going to be a miss. Like, hopefully it's nothing too major with it only being a couple of months. It's not like he's out for 6 to 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 year. Like he's only out for a couple of months. So hopefully by the time he returns, there'll be something in place for him, something good story-wise.
It's a great story of a guy that has created such a mystique about his character, such a big personality, that when he comes back, he will just be dropped straight back into the top of the mix, won't he? There's no way that he'll get lost in the shuffle with what he's got.
No, it's impossible.
I'm both excited and apprehensive should the time ever come that he moves up to Raw or SmackDown.
I think that's a long way off if it was to ever even happen. We're talking like 2 to 3 years, maybe 4 years. Was there
anybody from when you watched SmackDown, when the NXT invasion happened, was there anybody there that you thought they look like a good fit here? They fit well. I thought Ciampa looked good.
Ciampa looked good. Shayna looked good. But I don't want Shayna to ever drop that title. I want her to just keep being a massive dick.
Just hold it forever and ever.
Forever. Just become like a lifetime champion.
That'd be quite nice, actually. That'd be a brilliant thing. But Velveteen Dream eventually will go there. But let's have another year or so more in NXT before he does.
He doesn't need to go anywhere because NXT is an equal third brand, Tom.
Is it?
Yes.
I mean, I love NXT, but I always like the idea of it being
tough. You can't always have what you want. You used to have a developmental brand, now you have a third brand.
Are you alright with it being a third brand? So tomorrow night, SmackDown comes from Manchester in the United Kingdom, and a very special guest is coming to Manchester.
That's a very weird...
Shout out for Big Paul.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
From Manchester. Alright, mate, got 20p.
Anyway.
Got 20p, mate, dickhead.
So,
20p.
SmackDown from Manchester.
Manchester. Got 20p, mate.
Oh, mate.
Not everyone in Manchester is after 20p. Some of them are doing all right. SmackDown in Manchester. Big old name. Who's coming to SmackDown in Manchester?
It is Tyson Fury.
Ooh.
Huge name.
Lineal boxing heavyweight champion Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Now, he has said that he is keen to do more stuff in the WWE.
I'd prefer it if he didn't, but it's a good crossover. It's a good person to sort of bring in people from the outside world, but at the same time, whenever anything's posted about Tyson Fury by any sports outlet, you get, Gary, 58, from Birmingham with Britain First stuff in his profile going on about how it's fake. Is that, well, we know it's fake, it's important to have these crossover stars, and so I see why they're doing it. I just don't know what else can you do with Tyson Fury, because they put him up against the big monster. What do you do now with him? Do you sort of imitate the BMF thing that went on in UFC? Do you have him get his own title and somebody's got to come take it off him? He's never going to lose because he's never lost in the boxing ring, so he can't lose in the wrestling ring. Like, I just don't know because as an outside star, it's not like he's contracted or will benefit from putting anybody else over.
Yeah, it's a tough one because he has, and also he's, lest we forget, like, everybody applauded him last Friday for how well he did.
Yeah.
Once the pyro stopped from his entrance, he then had a wrestling match that, for somebody who'd never wrestled before, was fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's obviously still very green. He's probably had like 2 weeks of training.
Yeah.
And just go out there. And to be honest, he can at least deal with the pressure of performing in front of a large crowd because he's a boxer. So I think that side of it's down. He just needs to work a little bit more on the in-ring stuff if he is going to stick around for a bit longer. But I just don't know what you do with him. Like, what the hell do you do with him?
Is Braun Strowman on SmackDown? Because I must admit, I can't keep track of who's on.
I can't keep track of that.
Oh, that's bad, isn't it? When the people meant to. We neither of us know. But I just assume whether or not he was. I mean, he has said, and I know that Brock isn't on SmackDown these days. He said on Corey Graves' podcast that he'd like a match with Brock Lesnar.
Only if it was shoot.
Now that I only want to go 2 minutes. That'd be fine. But look out for Tyson Fury on a Manchester edition of Friday Night SmackDown. Obviously, Sam will be here Saturday morning to tell you everything that happened on that issue. We get it about a few hours earlier in theory.
Hopefully.
Well, it'd be like if you look on Twitter and look for spoilers, we'll find out everything before.
Well, yeah, we'll know everything, but yeah.
Well done. Have a lovely time if you're going as well from Manchester. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe. If anyone asks you for 20p, say no.
Punch him and say Tom told me to do that.
Exactly.
And then when the police come, just direct them to Tom at Cultaholic's office.
And this is what Tom looks like. So the numbers are in for WWE Backstage premiere episode. Oh no. Oh, what happened?
Yeah.
Did we all fall asleep? What happened?
Yeah.
That's bad times.
There's only so much wrestling you can put up with, or talking about wrestling. I'd like to compare these numbers to maybe Talking Smack, like see how the sort of bleed over is there, because it's a similar show, obviously. But like, I
think we should say.
I don't know what I was expecting with it.
Well, let's say the numbers. Okay, the first of they did 2 previews episodes, right? First one on October 15th, 597,000 viewers, over half a million.
Yep.
The second one, which aired on October 25th, 426,000.
Yep.
It's a tiny dip. Maybe for this one there might be a tiny dip again. Let's brace ourselves for a tiny dip. 49,000 viewers.
That almost looks like an anomaly.
It almost looks like there's something erroneous about that number.
Like that's.
If I were Jed I. Goodman of Showbuzz Daily, I'd just be double checking me notes.
That's a tenth of the size of the October 25th show, basically.
I wonder whether he meant there was a drop of 49,000 as opposed to it falling to 49,000.
Well, if it's fallen to 49,000, then something's got to change. And I imagine that the rumour mill will start, and it'll be CM Punk.
Yeah, let's get Punk in there. Booker T actually on. I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments what show he was on. He was on a podcast where they said, "What's the announcement for Backstage?" And Booker T went, "CM Punk, CM Punk joining the WWE," and he milked it for about 2 minutes. Where he went, "Nah, I'm only kidding. He's not." I love Booker T for that. Yeah, this will definitely start Punk rumors again. We'll be doing Punk videos again this time next week. We'll keep an eye on that number because, as you say, it feels like an anomaly.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like the right number to me. It feels a bit uneasy. 49,000 as opposed to 426,000. Oh dear. Yeesh. And finally, which WWE Hall of Famer is high on Harper? And do you want to know? Have a little guess as who that might be? Shoot some Hall of Famers who you think might love Luke Harper.
Antonio Inoki.
Do you know what? Absolutely spot on. Inoki loves Harper. No, it was Arn Anderson. He was talking on his podcast all about it.
Yeah, I can sort of see it.
Yeah?
I can sort of see it. Arn's quite a direct guy. Harper's like pretty gifted in ring, but just gets overlooked. The words that he used on the podcast, Arn, Luke Harper, when discussing Luke Harper, Arn Anderson said, "I doubt very seriously if anybody could show me a match that Luke Harper was in that they say wasn't very good. He is just that good and just that valuable. There's a character just sitting there waiting for somebody to groom and manufacture and turn into a prize and a very valuable piece of the company. I hope somebody sees it, spots it, recognizes it, and makes it happen because the guy has got the goods." If you were Luke Harper and you're in the WWE and you know Arn's got AEW connections, you'd be hearing that going, oh. He'd be buzzing, yeah. The only problem is they already know about that character and they know about everything. The problem is that Harper can't do a southern accent, so
is that where
on the back burner?
Oh, is that the problem? He just doesn't talk like a southerner.
Yeah.
That is heartbreaking. If only he could learn another accent.
He just needs to say like geese and stuff.
He'd be so good in a much higher role than he is.
I want him to go and enjoy his career. I don't want him to be lumbered and trapped and like, you know, hopefully they'll do something with him, but please just go to AEW, please.
I find it really difficult to fathom why you would hear that pop he got when he turned up.
Yep.
And go, there's nothing here. I would like he got a massive reaction when he turned up. Was it not?
I don't know if it's maybe the idea of like, well, you know, they will cheer whoever I get over.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter who they cheer.
You don't know what you want.
Unless you fully hijack the shows and you Daniel Bryan it, like, then they're not going to listen.
So we're suggesting that Harper Mania needs to run wild in Manchester tonight?
Yeah, well, I mean, Harper was always one of my favourite things on the house show loops whenever I'd see him wrestle. But I think we need to be more vocal. But there's only so much the company's going to listen to, and if he's already decided he's going to leave, then why are they going to do something with the guy that wants to like leave here? He
has already said, has he, that he's ready to call time.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
In WWE. And you know what? Even if he doesn't go to AEW, just the thought of Luke Harper working the indie circuit, like, we'd welcome him in North Wrestling in the Newcastle. I'm speaking on behalf of promoter Andrew Bowers when I say, Luke Harper, we will break the bank to bring you over to North Wrestling at the Riverside of Newcastle. We'll do that. If Bowers is listening, mate, just get the credit card out. We're getting Harper in. I've made the decision on our behalf. Don't tweet Bowers and say that, he'll be furious with me. Thanks for watching. Love you, bye. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Cultaholic. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.